Hey you guys, it's Megan and I'm going to get ready with you guys today. I have made it like a weekly routine to film a get ready with me video at least once a weekend. So this has been really fun to play with makeup with you guys and chat about TV and all that good stuff. Of course, I have some things to chat with you guys about today. And so thank you for watching. I know that some of you guys absolutely love these videos and that makes me so excited because I don't know, I feel like the most relaxed, I think, in these types of videos because I'm just like chatting. It's kind of like when you chat with someone on the phone while doing something else. I don't know, there's just like something really relaxing about it and I just feel like really myself. So if you guys like these videos, thank you so much because it means you really like me. So I really appreciate that. But I did want to say before I start like really doing my makeup a lot, and I'm going to prime, so I just prime my lids with the Milani eye primer and I've been trying to use up the Cover FX illuminating primer. I did get a facial last weekend and I didn't really like mention like what I thought about it. So I wanted to say before I start putting on face makeup that I got the new face done, which they sell at Sephora, but they also use it at the Hand and Stone Spa for like an upgraded facial. And to me, it really firms my skin and like defines my face more. Like I feel like I can see my cheekbones more when I like the week and like 2 weeks after I get the facial done. So my mom also got it done this time and she absolutely loved it. Like I think it's nice for a young person because like who doesn't like to have like a nice firm face, but like if you are a mature woman, the new face has incredible results. Like it's more distinct results, I guess you could say. Cause her her facialist did one side of her face before she did the other side, and my mom was like, oh my god, like it made a huge difference. She looked so glowy and amazing when she came out of the facial. And so I don't think I will keep it up every time, even though I do like the results of the new face. It's just not a big enough difference for me to like justify an additional cost because it is more than just like one facial credit. It's like a facial credit and like $40 or something. I had credits stacked up so I could just use 2 credits and get that and like another thing. So if you have extra credits at Hand and Stone, try out the new face because I think it's really nice. It's so wonderful because they like do it in like the lymphatic drainage style. They like move up like towards your ears and then like down, and they do like your neck. It's amazing, and I feel like it does like help define my neckline or my chin, my neckline, my chin jawline. That's what it is, jawline. Because one, it just like is firming your face, but I have been really cutting back on like sugar as much as possible, even though I eat so much carbs and that is sugar. So I'm not like totally perfect, but I have barely went to Starbucks this year. So that has been, I think, really good, and I've been exercising every day. And oh my god, you guys. So yesterday I went snowboarding and I took lessons. It's not like I just like went down the slopes, but I took lessons with Alyssa and Ryan, and you guys, snowboarding is the hardest thing I've ever tried to do in my life. My whole body is sore, like my back hurts, my legs obviously hurt, like my calves and my thighs and everything hurts pretty much. My arm, my right arm hurts a lot because I fell every single time. Like there was not a single time that I tried in the lesson that I didn't fall. Like I fell every time. So yeah, it's not necessarily for me, but it was a really fun time and it's just so exhausting. Like it is the most physically exerting sport I've ever tried to do, and I'm not like a super like athletic person, but I feel like I can catch on to sports pretty easily. But this was really, really hard for me, and I just like give so much credit to anyone that snowboards like for fun or professionally. Like you are some of the most athletic people in the world. Like, I swear, there is nothing natural about snowboarding. You're like strapped onto one board. It's crazy to me. Like, I could not figure it out. So, yes, my whole body is like stiff and like I feel like a robot. But it was fun, so take it for what that's worth. So the eye look I want to do today is a recreation of something I did this week with 2 of the Stila Shimmering Glows. I really have just gotten into the glittering glows and kind of neglected my shimmering glows, so I just put on Cloud all over my lid and a little bit into my crease because I don't have a lot of lid space, as you guys may have noticed. But this is such a pretty like lavender with like a gold shift to it. And then I'm going to add Twig into my actual crease and outer V. And what I did was I applied it into my crease, but I think it's better like applying it onto a brush, then you can control it more because it is a highly, highly pigmented color. And both of these shades I got in like holiday sets, so I don't know if Stila will continue to do like little sets of these, but I don't think I would buy another full size because they are liquid and they will probably dry out like pretty fast. So I just have that little bit of pigment on the tip of my brush and it is just blending so far. Like, it stays really rich in color, but it is something you have to work quickly with because they do set, which is nice, but then also like you have to work fast. So I did this, what day was it? It was like the coldest day this week. It was like in the negatives in the morning because I wore like my super cozy sweater and I just slapped this on in the morning. And like, other than this dark color being kind of like a process to blend, these Stila Shimmering Glows are such a great, like, not having to think about it type of an eyeshadow look. So even just Cloud by itself would be pretty, but I really like how it looks like when they're layered. So that is that eye, and I'm going to try not to mess up the other eye, but really like less is more with these darker colors because they just go such a long way. So I am almost all the way, except I didn't get enough on this brush. I'm almost all the way caught up with all of the Oscar nominated Best Picture films. So I just watched BlacKkKlansman today, and that movie is intense. Like, that is a really intense movie. It's a really important story and I liked it, but it's not like the best picture to me. But it is good that it's getting like attention, and I think it's going back in some theaters. It isn't playing near me, I don't think, because I rented it at Redbox because I couldn't find theaters that were carrying it. But on Tuesday I'm going to see Vice, and then the last one I have to see is Green Book, and my mom really wants to see Green Book. She also really wants to see Vice, but I had like a $5 coupon and she can't make it on Tuesday, and Tuesday is $5 movie day, so I am going for free and I just didn't want to pass that up. So I'm gonna see it by myself, and then we might see it again together if I think it's like good enough to see twice. I've heard a lot of mixed things, so I'm really curious to see it, and I really loved, like loved well, something's in my eye. The Big Short, which Adam McKay also did, and so that's the director of Vice, and I've just heard great things about the performances from Christian Bale and Amy Adams, so I'm just really curious, and obviously it's one of the nominated Best Pictures, so I have to see it to be able to see all the movies. And then once I see Green Book, I will have seen all of the Best Picture nominees, and I think every year before this I always missed one movie. But this year I'm going to see them all. So that makes me really excited, and I think the reason I was able to see them all is because there was no like old like historical movie. Like, the ones I missed before were like the Winston Churchill one, and there was like another one of the years like where it was like a historical film, and that's not really my vibe. Like, I don't really enjoy that as much. But this year it was like all pictures that something about it interested me. So that is pretty exciting. And we're also going to see Black Panther again today, and I loved Black Panther. I saw it twice when it was originally in theaters, and now it's out, I think, for a week, the first week of February, to celebrate Black History Month. And like Marvel, like it was giving out like free tickets to certain AMCs across the country, and I was able to get free tickets for me and my mom. So we're going to see that today, and like those superhero movies are just so much better on the big screen. So to see it again like is amazing, but to see it again for free is like even better, because you know, like what is better than free. So that is pretty cool, and I can't wait for when Captain Marvel comes out. Isn't that in March? Like that's really soon. And then the last Avengers movie comes out in April. I honestly thought that the last Avengers wouldn't come out until like 2020. Like I thought they would make us wait, but it seems like they're gonna wrap it up. So I'm really curious what they'll do with the Endgame movie, because we loved Infinity War so much as like a think piece. Like it really made you think and analyze and wonder, and I really love those types of movies, and me and my family have talked about like our theories on the Infinity War movie like so much. So we will definitely like rewatch that before Endgame, of course. But my dad has like this big idea that we're gonna watch all the like Avengers superhero movies like before seeing Endgame, and I'm like, Dad, do you know how long that would take? Like we would have to spend every single spare second like watching these films. So if any of you have done that, please let me know, because you are a hero in my eyes. And I would just love to know how long it takes. Like I'm sure I could look it up, but I love to hear it like from you guys if you've experienced it, because I know some people like tried to watch all of them before Infinity War even. So maybe if you like started to watch them all but you couldn't get through it, like now you've been like working towards it for Endgame. I don't know. Every time I hear Endgame, I think of Pretty Little Liars. Like they would always say like Endgame about everything. Did you see they're coming out with a Pretty Little Liars like spin-off, like The Perfects or something? And I think that was a book series, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like, and I don't know because I'm not like a preteen teenager anymore, but I feel like back when I was a preteen and teenager, there were so many book series like for like girls that were like huge series, like Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars. I'm blanking on the other ones, but I know that there was like, so, oh man, you know what I wanted to do that I forgot? I wanted to put on the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, just like on my forehead. Whatever. I don't need it. But like, I don't know. I don't hear people really talking about like book series anymore, so I could just be wrong. I don't know. But yes, I like read all the Gossip Girl books like an addict, because I remember the first one came out when I was in 7th grade, and like the first like page of the first book was about Blair having sex with Nate, and it was like talking about how many calories like you burn when you had sex, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm reading like such a bad book and I'm in 7th grade. Like it was like those books definitely like shaped me, because like what entertainment doesn't shape us in some way? And I read all of those books like when I was between like, what age was I in 7th grade? Like 12 to like 16 or 18. I read all those books, and yeah, it's just so interesting to think back, like that probably had an impact on me in like any number of ways. And me and Rach still have not started Gossip Girl. She is like so like busy with her like co-op during college and stuff, so we just haven't had a lot of like spare time to spend together. Like every time she comes home, it's like for an event, and so we're just trying to like enjoy our time together and not necessarily like sitting in front of the TV unless we're watching our old family videos. seriously, I know I brought it up like so many times, but if your family has like videos or like slides or whatever, oh my god, I look so scary with this on my lips. If your family has like old family memories on like a hard copy, like a VHS or a cassette tape, or like whatever else that there is, I would really, really recommend doing one of those services where it converts your memories into a DVD. We used Heartland Box, but I also, at the year that I bought those, I also bought legacy boxes for my grandparents, and we just sent in one of the legacy boxes for my grandma and pop-up. So I think both are great. I got an amazing deal on Heartland Box through Groupon, and I'll see if they're like that deal is still going on. It seemed like it was pretty like ongoing, and I'll link it below if it still is, because we had great customer service with them, and just like getting these memories back that we totally forgot about them. Like, life happens so much happens, and you're like thinking about the past few years, but like I don't think about what was I doing when I was 8. Like, I don't remember vividly. Like, I have memories, of course, but like I can't remember like what was my 8th birthday like in 2000. Like, now I know because we have these memories documented by my dad, and he just like always filmed us, and it's amazing. And I would really suggest, like, if you have a young family, or if it's just like you and your partner or whatever, like, film your life, like film everyday mundane shit that like doesn't seem important or fun. Like, you will forget these times, like you will forget like the little nuances of your life, and to be able to watch it back like in the future is just the coolest thing in the world. So yeah, whenever my sister is home, we pretty much always watch at least one of the family videos, and it's just brought us so much joy. And like, we're all like singing the praises to everyone we know about like these family videos. Like, my mom works with a lot of women who are young moms and or have like young families, and she's like told them all to like film their kids, like not even to share it, like just to keep it for yourself. And that's something I struggle with, is like whenever I film it for my channel and to share, and there's certain things I don't film because it's like too personal or whatever, or like the people don't want to have their lives shared with the internet, you know? And I want to film those types of things, like, and just keep it for ourselves and for our own memories. So that's something I'm working on like internally, because it is, I don't know, it's hard because I've been doing YouTube for what, like 8 years? 7, 8 years, and so to film just for myself just doesn't fit into what I've been doing for all this time. But I think it is just so important to document those memories and have them for your future self and like your future family and stuff to watch. It's just so cool. So I just put on the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation and the Smashbox Studio Skin. I have been doing this combo every single day. I'm also trying to use up my NARS Creamy Concealer because I barely have any left, and I just want to finish it up. So yeah, that foundation combo, I'm trying to use those up, and I just love it so much. And honestly, I think what makes the biggest difference is this powder, and I just started using it because I was like, I want to use it up. Now I feel like I might purchase it again when I use it up. So this is the Cover FX Illuminating Powder in Light. I misspoke last time. I said that there was a medium and or a light and a deep shade, but it's a medium and a light. The light, like, it's basically translucent to me. So hopefully the medium would work for all like medium and deeper skin tones, but like it would be nice to have a deeper option as well. But the light works really, really beautifully. I just tap some out on the cap and just swirl it into whatever powder brush. I really like this Real Techniques Instapop powder brush to just kind of like stamp it into the foundation. And it just locks everything in without making it like overly matte. Like it sets it and kind of mattifies it, but it doesn't like dull. It doesn't make your face look dull throughout the day, because I feel like every time I use like a more mattifying powder, it just doesn't give me that glow that I really, really love and strive for. So this powder just kind of gives me the setting that I want for my makeup to last longer, but also allows my makeup to still be like glowing, like a natural glow. And I don't think there's like sparkles in it or anything. I haven't noticed any. But yeah, I just really, really love the whole combination of these products on my face. Okay, let's do mascara. And I've been wanting to show you guys the Milk Kush mascara because I kind of apply it in a way that I don't normally apply mascara. So it has this huge, huge brush that tapers a little bit at the top. So I apply it like normal to get some like on my lashes and to get like the little inner corner lash as well. But then I flip the wand and I use like my other hand and reach across my face and try not to smudge it all over my face. And I use that like more narrow tip to get the outer edge of my lashes. And so I'm just kind of like pulling up and inwards. And I just feel like it gives me a really pretty effect on my lashes. Like it makes them look really fluttery. And it's honestly a pretty natural volumizing mascara. Like it doesn't plump up my lashes, I guess, as much as I thought it might. And it does transfer a little bit on me. I want to wear it again today to see like how much it actually is. Because I swear like every time I wear makeup to work, it doesn't like look the same as when I wear makeup on the weekends. And I think part of it is like I am not rushed at home, so I can like do steps a little bit more carefully. So we'll see what the deal is, but I'm not really like going to buy high-end mascaras from now on because I don't think it's necessary. And I like Milk as a brand. It's not like super, super high-end, but anything at Sephora costs more than something at Target would. So that's kind of the effects of the mascara just by itself. Okay, cheeks. What did I want to use today? Because I've been playing around with a few different things. I think I might show you, oh, this, yes. The Pat McGrath, it's like Fetish Skin. Yeah, Nude Skin Fetish Highlighter and Balm Duo. It's a beautiful color for fair skin. It's like a champagne. And I just get some on my ring finger. I don't like applying it to my face because it's too hard. Like I need to warm it up with my finger. And then I just like tap it into my cheekbone and a little bit above my brow. So that just gives me a nice starter for like the highlight. And then since I've been trying to use up the Becca Moonstone, that's what I just have been using every day. And I think it is a really nice combination because that Pat McGrath is just gorgeous. It gives like the most natural glowy skin. And it's just so stinking pretty. So you could definitely use it on its own if you were either going for a more natural look or if you just didn't really have a lot of makeup on, you just wanted to add a little bit of a highlight. This is stunning. And there are a few different shades. I think like a more gold shade, but this one is like perfect for my skin tone. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys, I forgot when I was like talking about Oscar movies, but my local like indie movie theater is gonna have Roma this week. So I'm gonna try to see it probably on Thursday night and experience Roma on the big screen. I am so excited. My mom is gonna try to come with me because I've been telling her about how great it is and how I think it's gonna win like the best picture and stuff. So we're probably gonna see that this week, and if you haven't seen Roma and you love like great movies, you have to watch it. It's on Netflix, and it is such a beautiful, stunning masterpiece. Like, it is so amazing, and I'm so happy that the Oscars nominated the main actress and the supporting actress as like the best of each of those categories. I forget their names, but they deserve it. Like, I don't think they will win with the other competition. Like, Glenn Close is definitely gonna win Best Actress, even though I really want Gaga to win, of course. But just the way things are going, and that she's never won an Oscar, like, Glenn Close is gonna win. So, but yeah, it's just a really big deal that they were even nominated, because I don't think they were nominated at like the Golden Globes or anything, and Roma like is only as good as the actors and actresses are. So yes, it was such a beautiful movie, and if you haven't watched it, please do. I've also been re-falling in love with my NARS Rikugian. Any of you guys who have been here for years upon years know that this lipstick has been in my life for a long time. I've never had to buy a like full size, because they gave these out as like 100-point perks or like birthday gifts or whatever, and it is just the perfect lip color ever to me. I just hate that you have to sharpen it. I think it's so stupid, but yeah, it's just such a great color. I'm just gonna put in a little bit of brow gel because I feel like they were looking a little weird. Next weekend, actually like the day that you're seeing this probably, I am getting my hair done. I'm going to get like a balayage ombre highlight action. So I'm going to keep the dark. I'm going to add like ombre highlights throughout my hair, mostly at the bottom, and I love, love, love the dark hair, but I've been kind of wanting to jazz it up a little bit, and yeah, so that is what like I'm gonna do next with my hair. But this is the final makeup look. I feel like maybe something on the lower lash line might be nice, but I don't really want to do anything else. I'm kind of tired. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble. I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you very soon. Bye.